They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gone. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And we're going to get another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Sanders. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. 19 Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And taken right at the 35. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
And the Lions first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. This will go to Henry out wide. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made on from offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, they go again with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, the return is Scott. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Come on. Hey, pass. Hurry.
On first down, Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Goff now looks to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Ready, set. Hurry, hurry.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the goal line, but but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a first down throw, gone. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught and in for the Lions touchdown. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep one with the clock running down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again on second and 10. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is running.